Hey guys, so today I kind of want to talk to you about um, anxiety and what it's like for me having it. First off, I just want to put a disclaimer out there and say that having like anxiety or depression or any type of um, mental disorder or anything like that is not glamorous and is not something that you want to have, because I've seen on Tumblr and Facebook and all these other places like people that are glorifying it and thinking that it's like something awesome to have, and then they brag about having it. It's really not anything fun to have, and you do not want to have any of those things. So anyway, what it's like for me basically, or I guess I should start with how I came to find out that I had anxiety. It started probably when I was like really little, and the first incident I can remember of like having a panic attack or like being really anxious is a night when it was thunderstorming out, and I don't know why that thunderstorm just randomly made me have an anxiety attack, but it did. And I was like messing with a comb, and I actually got a comb stuck like right here in my hair, and we couldn't get it out. And I think I was like 7 at the time. And so we had to go to the hair salon, and they had to cut my hair like this short. It was great. And so, yeah, that's the first like attack that I can remember. And I remember in school having a lot of panic attacks and anxiety attacks, just like from having too much homework put on me, and from like thinking about going to school or thinking about having a test. Taking tests gave me terrible anxiety, all of that stuff. And it didn't really hit me that there was something wrong until like my first year in college. I started having like, it was really hard for me to like hang out with my friends and like do anything really. Like, it was hard enough for me to go to school, and then on top of it, going to campus, having to like talk to people and like socialize with people, and then spend all day in groups, that like exhausted me to the point where like I just couldn't handle it. Um, so that's when I really started noticing that something was wrong, and it just gradually got worse and worse and worse until it got to the point where even thinking about hanging out or going to work or like going anywhere made me like physically ill. And so at that point, I sat myself down and I was like, no, we need to take care of this. We need to go get it taken care of. So I went to the doctor, and I kind of explained to him what was going on. And basically, what they did is they put me on some medicine, and they um, had me talk to a counselor and stuff. And turns out what I have is social anxiety, which is like the worst type of anxiety you can have, because it's the type of anxiety that you get when it basically means that you're terrified of everything. That like any little thing can and probably will give you anxiety at some point in time. And with the medicine, it's a lot better, but I still have moments where I'm like, I'm not feeling it. Like, example one, we were in line at a restaurant, my boyfriend and I, and it like the people, it was their opening, so it was really busy, and they only had one way to go in and one way to go out. So you had to go in and go all the way through the line to get out. And so, like, being trapped in a line, being filled with a bunch of people, and having them, like, rush you to order, like, caused me to have a panic attack and a meltdown in the building. It was great. No, it wasn't great at all. It was awful. And, some other times that I get really bad anxiety are when friends, like, ask me to hang out, or people are like, yeah, we should go do stuff, and I just, like, eh. Or if we go shopping, I have this really bad habit of wanting to go to like stores. And in wintertime, that's like the worst thing you can possibly do, because they're always busy all the time, because Christmas and New Year's and God only knows what else. So there's people there like this all the time, and it drives me nuts. And the thing about panic attacks are you don't know you're gonna have it until you're already having it. So basically what happens for me is I'll go into a store and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna look around, blah blah blah, and then as I'm going through the store, I start getting hot, which is my first sign for me saying, oh, an anxiety attack's coming on, is I get really hot. And then once I start getting hot, I start getting panicky, and I start thinking about all the different things that could go wrong while I'm at the store. Like, somebody could attack it, somebody could do this, I could look like a fool, I could bump into somebody, make them mad at me, all sorts of things. And then I have to get out of there. So really, it's really hard for someone like me to like do a lot of things. And thankfully I have a lot of friends that are very understanding about this, but it's hard like to hang out with them. It's hard to go shopping. It's hard to like make new friends because every time I'm a really outspoken person once you get to know me, and I'm really like blunt and loud and obnoxious pretty much. But if you don't know me and you like try to talk to me, or you try joking with me, or like try any type of socializing with me, I'm like, are you gonna leave me alone yet? Please go away. Please go away. Please leave me alone. And it's not that I don't like people, because I do. I love people. I'm a huge people person, and I love hanging out with people, and I love all these things. It's just that like I get really nervous when people talk to me, and I'm not trying to be mean to people when I'm like, I have to go now. Like, it's not me disliking you at all, or if like you're joking with me and I'm just like, and I turn away and I go back to my like reading a book, or I walk away from you, or like I don't acknowledge that you've even spoken to me. So that I don't like you or that I don't want to get to know you. It's just that like for me, doing anything involving involving anybody is hard. It's just hard for me. So it's good with my friends because they understand and they know I'm the way I am. So when I'm like, oh yeah, I actually don't really want to hang out today, or I'm not really feeling it, I just kind of want to stay at home and watch movies, or could we just hang out, just the two of us, at like your place or my place? um they understand and they get it. And so it's hard to make new friends because it's hard for me to explain how I'm feeling to people that I don't know very well, and it's hard to explain any type of thing to anybody. You try and explain anxiety to a person and they're just like, well, can't you just make yourself go to a store? I can, but you don't realize what's going on for me. Like, it causes me physical pain to go places. I actually get physically ill doing things that don't, I can't do. It's like a wall. It's like an invisible wall's there, and you're trying to tell me to just come over, and I can't because there's a wall there, but you can't see the wall. It's kind of like that, and it's really hard. So if you have friends that like are like that, or people that are like that, or even you're like that, don't be mean to them. Don't stop being their friend. Don't feel bad about yourself if it's you. Just know that you have a little bit of quirks to you, and if people like you, they'll work around it and help you to do the things you need to do. Like, my boyfriend's awesome about helping me get out in public more. He pushes me to hang out with people, and that's good for me because I need somebody to be like, you're feeling down today, we really should go out and hang out with people. We really should go to this. Even though you don't want to, you're going to have fun, and that's something that I need in my life. So if you have people like that, or you need people like that, or you are the person that's helping the other person, good for you, and get the help that you need. Don't feel that like needing to be on medication makes you any less of a person or makes you crazy or whatever. It doesn't. Anxiety especially is something, it's a chemical in your brain with the fight or flight mechanism where your body it doesn't understand that there's no danger, so your fight or flight mechanism kicks in and your body starts producing adrenaline, and it gets your like body going, and you're like, oh my god, and your body's like, am I gonna fight this or am I gonna run away? And for me, it's like, oh god, bye, see ya, I don't want to fight, I don't like confrontation, get away from me. And for other people, they get like really like defensive, and they're like, get out of my face, oh my god. And I get like that too. if I'm cornered and somebody's bugging me like on Black Friday, I will tell a person to get out of my way. Let's be real. But just know that if something's wrong, it doesn't make you any less of a person. It just means that something's wrong. And if somebody had a stomach ache, you wouldn't tell them that it was their fault or it was something wrong with them. They have a stomach ache. Same thing with disorders. It's not anything to do with you. It's just how you are, I guess. But yeah. So anyway, that's my story about having anxiety. And you guys have a great day. Bye.